So you're an aspiring criminal, and you and your crew have been tasked with staving off an existential threat, but you need just the right vehicle. How about a vertical takeoff, turreted flying fortress, experimental weapons lab in the sky, death-splitting collateral, damage producer that practically flies itself? The Avenger is all these things and more, stored in your facility. Get it fitted out with a vehicle mod shop, a weapon workshop, and a suite of ferocious weapon upgrades, and you'll soon be wreaking a whole new level of havoc without ever having to land.
I've been waiting for the Avenger to go on sale for quite some time now, and it fits in your facility quite nicely. It's one of the vehicles that can be stored in your facility, and it's the only one that I don't have that's a pretty big one like this. It was part of the Doomsday heist. So I'm going to purchase the gun turrets and the vehicle workshop and the weapons workshop for a price of all in $3,615,000 right now that it's on sale. So I'm going to take advantage of that and purchase this vehicle right now. And I think I'm going to choose also this cool looking yellow color for my color. I was going to choose that anyway, is what it says. So all in, $3,752,500 with the yellow color scheme. I think I'm going to purchase it and then showcase the modification options in my facility. The Avenger is a tilt rotor aircraft based on the V-22 Osprey, but replacing the side doors with access ladders, like the Mobile Operations Center. The Avenger's hold features separated bays that the player can modify in the specialized workshops. Each bay offers ample room for the crew. If the Avenger is stationary on the ground, players can enter the hold via a Corona located behind it, or via the ramp if they are using an allowable vehicle. So here I am in my facility, and there's the Avenger right behind me. It's a very imposing sight. It looks really good in the facility, and it comes stock with this Marines AVG 426 livery, and it looks like it comes stock in a black and white color. So let's enter the interior and check it out. There's some seatbelted parachute seats attached to the sides of the walls. There's the vehicle bay door that opens in the back. There's the weapons workshop, and there's the weapons, the cannon access to the computer to access the guns. And then we can enter the cockpit. Here we go. And since I'm in my facility, we're going to go ahead and start to begin modifying it out. And armor upgrade to 100% for $50,000. We've got explosive rounds, which standard payload distributes 50 on impact. Incendiary explosive payload, which spreads the impact and also carries 50. Explosive payload, which disperses a cloud of noxious gas and carries 50. And then a cluster, which produces explosions that spread on impact in multiple bombs. So that's what I'm going to get. We have chaff or flare for the countermeasures, as the flare being the most expensive, and I'm going to purchase that because that usually works the best for me when using the oppressor or the jetpack. So I'm going to get the flare countermeasures and get the engine upgrade all the way for $33,500, the race handling for $35,000, and let's check out the livery options that are available on this. Ooh, hunting camo, that's neat. Deck the Halls is still available from the Festive Surprise, so as It's a Wrap, the Candy Cane, the Trees, and the Galaxy liveries, all for the Avenger, are still available, so that's neat. And then there are the standard ones. Desert Fractal looks cool, Naval Geometric, and Naval Large. Urban Nature Battle, Naval Nature Reserve. All these ones are the standard that you always go through and have. I really like the fact they added the Sensei Nova multicolor, kind of like the Versace color is what I've been going with for the theme for my nightclub vehicles, and so I'm going to add that to this. I always add that livery when it's available to a vehicle because I like the Sensei Nova livery. And there's my crew color on this plane, which is kind of a seafoam green, and it looks really good. It's kind of the same light also that lights up on your controller if you have a PS4, so that's pretty cool. Crew color, if you want to join my crew, I can link that down in the description below, the illegal crew. And let's choose a brighter color for the undercarriage here, like hot pink. Yeah, I'm going for that. I'm digging it. So that's what I chose, and it looks like I can't add my crew emblem to this plane for whatever reason. It might be because of the livery. Anyway, I'm going to check out the gun options. Now we have a front, top, and rear mounted turret, and I don't have quite enough money for that 250,000 to add that, but you can also add a front, back, and rear mounted turret for $250,000 to this plane as well. So I wanted to showcase what it looks like when you land, and can go ahead and go into the back, or when you have a friend flying with you, you can go into the back while it's flying. But and there's also an autopilot function so that you can put it on autopilot and go into the back. But I'm just going to land and show you what the rear of the Avenger looks like here. And you go into this animation when you hold right on the D-pad to go into the back and check it out, and you spawn right here next to this control pad and some switches. There's the computer to access the main weapon system, and you just press over to sit down to use that. And you can also view security cameras, which is neat. There's security cameras all around this vehicle if you want to hide out in here. It's a very strong vehicle too. It takes a lot of multiple hits to bring it down. It's not impervious to damage though. And let's check out the weapons workshop real quick. It's just like the other weapons workshops that you may have in your bunker or in your mobile operations center or your terabyte. You can shuffle through all of your different weapons and see the upgrades and MK2 upgrades you have for these guns. And so let's see what it looks like right when I exit the facility and I'm done modding it out and fly it around for a little while. This vehicle has a seating capacity for the pilot and 4 passengers, but the entire lobby, depending on the owner's accessibility permissions, are able to stand in the hold. The layout of the vehicle interior is composed of the large main cockpit with access doors on both sides and a CCTV camera pointed over the pilot's right shoulder and the cargo hold, where players can interact with the Avenger's various features. The wardrobe and armory are found immediately behind the cockpit area, next to the secure door that connects both sections. The CCTV monitor is in the middle section, along with side-mounted inward-facing seats for the passengers, and the rear of the hold is a vehicle storage bay by default. If the player has purchased the appropriate upgrades and modifications, there will be up to 3 turret control terminals, where the front one is for the top turret, the left one for the nose turret, and the rear one for the rear turret. The storage bay will be divided into corresponding workshops, with the weapon workshop next to the computer area and the weaponized vehicle workshop at the very rear of the aircraft next to the rear ramp. The prop rotor blades feature luminous tips on both surfaces, so when flown at night, they draw clearly visible circles of green light. The Avenger performs almost identically to most medium-sized planes or helicopters, able to reach a decent speed, but has a rather sluggish handling and climb rate, though it is not much of an issue when it comes to traveling around. The large prop rotors can make it difficult to land on narrow areas, as well as uneven terrain, as it will easily lose control if one of the props touches an obstacle. It is not possible to land in normal mode, only VTOL. Attempting to land while the prop rotors are forward-facing will trigger an automatic transition to VTOL, just as the wheels are about to touch down and the aircraft will generate lift. Transitions between forward thrust and VTOL modes can cause altitude fluctuations and abrupt altitude changes, with the nose pitching up or down, so it's best conducted by only after the aircraft has gained a few hundred feet of altitude. The Avenger is powered by 2 turboshaft engines, which produce a sound similar to the cargo bob when idle. If the aircraft tilts forward or changes into forward thrusting, its pitch will change, sounding similarly to medium-sized turboprop aircraft such as the Tula. And as far as defense goes, much like the Mobile Operations Center, the Avenger has immensely durable armor and can withstand incredible damage. Terrain and inanimate object impacts are virtually ignored. However, the Avenger is not resistant as the MOC. While it can take an immense amount of punishment before being destroyed, the fact of it being a plane reduces its effective durability. As with other planes, explosions can sometimes break off air loins, which can result in the plane becoming virtually impossible to control, leading to a crash. While the vehicle takes plenty of homing missiles to destroy the plane, it is very difficult to dodge with countermeasures, and getting hit in the wrong spot can permanently cripple the aircraft. Enough damage can also disable an engine, making the plane almost impossible to keep in the air. Crashing the plane after losing control will not destroy it due to the durability of the hull, allowing the occupants to escape. The Chernobog is a major threat to the Avenger due to its incredible range with its homing missiles, at the speed at which they are fired, and their incredible accuracy. These missile trucks have best been avoided if one would wish not to have their Avenger shot down. The vehicle can be fitted with countermeasures to improve its defense capabilities against homing missiles, each one with their own attributes. So that's just about it for the review and the modification of the new Avenger that's on sale right now. If you like this video and would care to see more GTA 5 videos like this in the future, leave a like and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.